Hello, YouTube. Yeah, I'm actually in Orlando here at near Lake Nona, getting ready to head over for my appointment at the VA office to have my eyes checked out. It's not for a couple hours yet. I'm actually really early here today and decided to make a little detour to East Lake Tohopekaliga fish management area in cooperation with Osceola County. And to stay back endangered snail kites nesting. So those blackbirds are snail kites. Tells you about all the different plants here, alligators, which we have all over Florida, and the different types of snails, and different types of birds you might see here. But yeah, this is a very big park. You can see it's even got a little playground and stuff here for kids. Now that I see it here, if I ever bring my children up this way, there's a park I might bring them to. But it's mostly for boats. I think this is the equivalent of like Lake Washington in Brevard County. It's got a huge lake here in the middle of Orlando. Actually, Orlando is like the city of lakes. There's like hundreds of lakes here in Orlando. This is my first time at this lake, so I'm not quite sure what to expect. Water is that brackish water, kind of grayish, not grayish, brownish. Not clear. I can see some kind of birds over there. I don't know if you see those birds. And there must be an airport nearby because I hear a jet. We are on these little floating dock thingies. You can see it rocking back and forth here. That's me rocking it. But I'm going to walk around and explore a little bit. Obviously, I can't go in the water. For those of you who are wanting to know how to get here, I was heading, let's see, westbound on US 192. Then I turned north, right. Yeah, I turned to the right. I turned north, right? Yeah, I turned right onto Narcosi Road. And then this park is on the left side. After you go up Narcosi just a little bit, you're going to see some signs that are brown with white lettering. So this is East Lake Tohopekaliga. All boats launch at ramps only. No swimming in the boat ramp area. No refueling a vessel in the water. Do not feed the wildlife. And this facility is under surveillance by camera. So don't do anything that you don't want somebody filming. I'm debating if I want to just walk out there or drive. I think the road ends over here. So they have a playground. I'm not going to film it because there are people there. But most of, I think, what is out here is indeed the lake itself for people to come enjoy their boats. But they do have a nice picnic area. I might check it out and see if they have electrical outlets for us to use for free. Or if it's been turned off here too. This is actually a different county. So maybe they hadn't turned stuff off in this county. I see all the people have their stuff there, their picnic stuff. But I may check it out just to see if I can plug in something. And if the power comes on, then this Osceola County here that we're at, I think. Or is it orange? I think we're at Osceola right now. Whatever the sign said there earlier. But yeah, check out the pavilion, see if they have electrical outlet, and if they have it turned on. I know Brevard County apparently has started cracking down and has started to turn things off, which to me is sad. Oh, we got a little squirrel. Yeah, one's coming. You can see they hear me, they understand. See how their tails are wagging? These squirrels don't trust humans. And that's kind of good that they don't trust humans. For those of you who aren't familiar with these plants, those things hanging down from the trees are called Spanish moss. And they are pretty much all over the place in the south of the United States on all the trees here. I think these are oak trees. This one here is used to humans coming up to me. Hi, how are you? Come on, come here. I know, you're curious. So this one's a little friendly one. Remind me of Tiny, the squirrel. The sandhill cranes are making their noises out there. So, but this place is full of Spanish moss. What a beautiful setting for pictures. This would be a spot to come and take pictures. Yeah, lots of Spanish moss. I do want to warn you about the Spanish moss, though. I think I made a warning before, but this stuff looks pretty cool. It's kind of like hairy looking. I don't know if you can see that. That is the Spanish moss. It looks almost like hair. And very tempting for somebody to take that stuff and put it on their head as a wig. Don't do that. Don't put that stuff, that Spanish moss, on your head. There are these little creatures that live in it. Yeah. They're like kind of reddish or black. They look like little tiny specks of dirt. But they will eat you. You put that on your head, they dig into your scalp. I'm itching right now just thinking about it. Swim at your own risk. You can swim on this side. Oh, they have swimming here. See, look. So on the boat launch side, no swimming. But on this side, swim at your own risk. No lifeguards are on duty. And beware the alligators. No dogs on the beach or in the swimming area. The park hours are dawn to dusk. You can go swimming here. So you can swim in the lake. Just need to watch out for the alligators. Yep. This is Florida. Wow, look at this. I'm on the sandy stuff. And see other people have walked here too. This water's semi-clear. Oh, and you got the birds over there walking around. You can swim with the birds and swim with the fish. I might bring my kids out here. Wow. Look at that. Look at this water in the beach. This is pretty neat. It's probably about, oh, and there's little clams. Look, but they're open. So something has eaten them. Maybe those birds. But yeah, if I was swimming here, I would stay in the open area. I would not swim around the marshes. That's where alligators like to hang out. It's like, what's that log that's floating there and moving? Oh, look at this. Now this one's empty. It's a big, huge conch shell snail. I wonder if these are edible. You know, when I was in Thailand and Panama, we used to get the snails and eat them. That one's huge though. But look, here's another one that's more reasonable size. So, I bet you they're edible. But they seem to be empty, which means another animal has already eaten them. It's like escargot. Probably want to clean them before you eat them. I don't know if these are edible. I'd have to look it up. But we used to eat snails. You take the snails and you clean them and then you boil them. And you eat it with this really hot sauce. With rice, of course. Birds are taking their bath there. There goes one of those. What do they call that bird? We saw the sign for it. It says to leave them alone. Don't mess with them. I see the snails are washed up here. I wonder if they're alive. Oh, it's kind of muddy here. Yeah, look, shells, cracked shells. The snail shells. My daughter might want these, but I'm not going to grab them. I'm going to leave them here. Because if we come here, then she can find them and get them. But they're in the water too. Look at that water. It's fairly clear. Of course, me walking around here is actually dangerous. There could be alligators. I know you guys may not take me seriously, but the alligators do hang out around the edge. And when they come at you, they move very fast. They can go very fast. Looks like a screen here. And I heard that noise. I think that's the bird, though. Alligators can make... Is that alligators? No, those are ducks. See the shape they're moving across the water? I thought that was an alligator. They look like logs when they float across. Oh man, I'm just walking through this mud. The sand. It's kind of like sand, but kind of like muddy sand. Quicksand. But yeah, there's picnic facility here, picnic table. So definitely, if I'm gonna, I might even bring my kids up this weekend. You know, around this area when we pass through, because this is nice to see this park here. It'd be a nice place to stop for a couple hours. And actually, if the kids want to play in the water, then play in the water. It's just an issue of, do they have a rinsing station around here somewhere? I know they actually have a bathroom, a real bathroom. But yeah, there's sand here. You could build little sand castles. Look at those prints from the birds that hang out around here. You know, as humans, we kind of freak out and say, what are we going to do to survive and stuff? But if you look, see, the birds live out here. They have all the food they need. They have everything they need to live off, you know. They make their own shelter. They make their own food. They're survivalists. Even these snails until they get eaten. But these are like conch shells. Or no, these aren't conch. Yeah, it's been eaten. So... I used to see these around the water, and I thought they were humans who brought them to cook and then threw them here. But now that I'm seeing them along the lakes and stuff here, just like I saw at the Lake Washington over in Melbourne, I'm suspecting that they actually live in the water. And when I see the shells out here, it's because some kind of animal ate them, or they outgrew the shell and have moved on to another shell, and they dumped the old shell. Although something is making the shells. I don't know what creature makes the shells. There's something shiny there. That is a shell. This is so peaceful. Definitely worth checking out. Interestingly, in this clear water, I do not see any fish. It's a bit scary that I do not see fish. Typically in water like this thin, you know, see how shallow it is? I should be seeing minnows and other little fish swimming around. But I don't see any fish, which is very surprising. People there with their dogs and the sandhill crane, but I don't want to film that area. Just give them some privacy here. But well, and there's people out there in their boats. So very interesting park. Just found a new location to come hang out. If I can get through this muddy sand type thingy here. But I know I'm going to come back here again someday to have a little picnic. It is absolutely beautiful out here. Oh, and look what they have. This is the first park I've ever seen these hammocks. Believe that? They got hammocks out here. Look at that. A hammock. Let's try it out. It's metal and... oh my goodness, this is nice. Look at that. We are here. Oh, What a nice place for a hammock. They put it right underneath the tree, so you get the shade. You got the, you know what? I got a couple hours. I could nap out here. Yeah. Go get my pillow from my van. I don't even need a pillow, really. Although this rope stuff is kind of hard. Maybe get a blanket and pillow and then lay it on here, but this is really nice. I've never seen a hammock made available, you know, for people to use at a park before. This is brilliant. Look how they did the mount there with the metal. And those beams are metal, not wood. So the stuff here was made to last for the outdoors. And it is just an absolutely beautiful view. Look at that. So peaceful, so pretty. And I get to hang out on a hammock. Well, until next time, everybody, I hope you're doing well and taking the time to explore wherever you are, if you happen to be a van dweller and have some free time. You know, one of the easiest ways to find cool places like this is to bring up Google Maps or the Google Map app and just type park, you know, parks, nearby parks. Now, I didn't do that in this case. I was driving, you know, towards my appointment, which is a couple hours from now. And I was just thinking to myself, man, I got to find a place to park and chill for a little bit. And then I noticed in Florida, I think it's actually the whole United States, when you see like a brown sign with white lettering, that is a park or recreational area. So I saw the sign and it said to turn this way. And I just went ahead and decided to turn this way. And I am so glad I did, because this park is absolutely peaceful. It is so beautiful too. So if I ever have to do some photos and stuff, shoot, this is a beautiful place for like wedding photos or something like that. Got that very southern vibe with the, I guess these are oak trees with the Spanish moss just hanging all the way down. Cannot beat that. Well, until next time, everyone, stay safe. God bless you all. Take the time to look around you and explore, especially if you happen to be living in a van and traveling through a new area. Make the time. Don't always be in such a rush. Have a great day, everybody.